Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a new series. This is going to be the very first video of my kind of holiday, end of the year money series that I'm going to be doing with y'all in hopes to help y'all and myself be on top of what I'm spending, how to save money, what I'm planning to do in terms of paying for Christmas this year, just kind of trying to have some motivational videos for y'all that have to do with money, saving money, and stopping spending money. So if you're interested, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to follow so that you can see the rest of the videos. I plan on having 4 videos in this series, but in today's video, I'm going to kick this off with some tips on how to stop overspending money. So if you are interested, then keep on watching. All right, guys, so for me personally, overspending is something that I am so good at doing. I am a natural spender. I've talked about this before in my videos. So my natural self is somebody that likes to impulsively buy things. I like to buy things that make me feel good. I get a dopamine kick off of buying things, and I just know that about myself. So these are some tips that I have adopted in my life, some tips that also I need to do better at. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get started. I have 10 tips for you guys. The very first tip that I'm gonna share with you is removing apps on my phone that have to do with shopping. I have lots of apps on my phone. I have shopping apps, I have Amazon, I have Walmart, I have Target, you name it. I have Shein, like whatever. Whenever I want to shop, I shop on my phone 9 out of 10 times. And so something that I have done to help myself not feel the urge to buy something is to remove those apps off my phone. You don't have to delete them. You can just remove them from your home screen. And that helps me fight the urge to be able to just order something. I do, have the apps on there sometimes, but right now, since it's the last week in October, Christmas is coming up, I'm trying to find as many ways as I can to cut corners and save so that I have more money to be able to spend in the holidays on gifts and things like that, even though we are keeping it very minimal this year. The next one I'm going to share with y'all is to unsubscribe from emails. There are websites where you can go online, put your email in, and it'll filter through your own email for you. It'll unsubscribe from marketers and emails from companies that are sending you enticing emails to spend money. I will get them all the time. We're having a huge sale. We're having a huge sale. This week we're having this sale, and there are sales all the time. You really have to understand marketing to understand why you get so many emails, but all of them are enticing and made to get you to click. So remove yourself from those email lists. You can still go look if you know you need something. You know where to buy them from. You can go look at Old Navy. You can go look at Target. You can go look yourself. You don't have to be reminded. Also, text messaging. Lots of places do text messages, and I have found that was very tempting for me, and I had to unsubscribe from one of my favorite stores because they kept texting me, and I was so tempted to buy from them. But if I would have never been texted, I would have never even bought anything. So remove yourself from emails and text. The third tip I'm going to share with you is to stop using cards for your fun money or your budgeted amount of money you have for spending, and use cash. So hopefully you have a budget. If you don't have a budget, that's something you need to do before this. But if you're just thinking about why am I overspending, or maybe you're just allowing yourself to buy whatever, whenever, you need to give yourself an amount of money. So for me, I have, $100 a month that I can spend on whatever I want for myself. That could be my nails, that could be a new outfit, that could be something on Amazon, something like a gadget, whatever I want, and that's for me. But once I go over that $100, I cannot buy anything else. You have to have self-control and discipline. I will have to wait until next month to be able to buy that thing. So give yourself a specific amount, and if it's over that amount, you might need to save what you're wanting for a couple of months to be able to afford that. But having cash instead of cards, y'all, is so much easier because you're seeing the money go away. If you swipe, it's so easy to forget, to not even think about it, but seeing that money disappear in your hands is so crucial to helping you stop overspending. The next thing I'm gonna say about cards is Put them in the freezer, hide them in a drawer, give them to your spouse. Put them somewhere and remove them off of your Google or whatever extension you use. Remove them off of Google so that you can't just buy something online and click using your card. That is so easy and so handy. Apple Pay, that too. But if that is something that you've noticed allows you to overspend, take it away. Remove it and don't allow yourself to use that. I had to take the card off of my Google because it would just be so easy for me to add something to my cart and click that button because I have the security code memorized and I could just buy whatever I wanted. But now instead, if I want to buy something online, I have to get up, go find my card, type in everything, and it's just so much more work that way, and I don't want to do that. So take them all away. Just like I mentioned earlier, give yourself an allotted amount of money and that's all you have. That's another tip. A lot of times, and you have to do this for like your kids' budget. So maybe you don't have a problem overspending for yourself, but you have a problem overspending on your kids. You still have to have boundaries and allow your kids to know like, hey, I already spent this much this month on what we're doing for the kids, like for y'all, and I can't just keep buying whatever you want. I can't just keep saying yes to you eating out. I can't just keep saying yes to you wanting this and you wanting this. And as your kids get older, it's good to have those conversations. I tell my kids all the time, that's cool. Maybe we can get that next month. I have to wait until we get paid and see. And my kids know that doesn't mean that like we're neglecting them or anything, but they know like, hey, mom and dad don't get paid for 2 more weeks, maybe don't ask them for a new wardrobe or like whatever they're wanting, because. All right, this next thing is cool that I recently started doing sometimes whenever I'm feeling kind of like addicted to my phone or I want to buy things, but you can turn the color off of your iPhone and make it grayscale. And what this does is it like helps things not be as appealing to you and not as vibrant and colorful. So like if you're seeing all these cool ads pop up with like all these colors and like things that are enticing for you to buy, if you put your phone on grayscale, you're less likely to buy things or want things because everything you're seeing is gray. And it's helpful to not be as addicted to your phone. Like you're more likely to put your phone down because when you look at your phone, everything is black and white and gray. I don't even know really if it's more black and white, but it's gray. And so that's another helpful tip that you can do. And then you can turn it back on, whenever, on the weekends, maybe if you feel like you're spending the most money on weekends, turn your phone on grayscale the whole entire weekend and see what it does for you. Okay, this tip that I'm about to share is something I have not done in a really long time, and I think I'm going to do this next week. Only allow yourself to spend money 1 day a week. Try it. It seems impossible in our culture here in America where we can just buy whatever, whenever. But I used to do this when Truett was a baby, and it really helped us save money. So basically, our day of spending money was like Saturday. And every Saturday I would buy groceries. We would fill up our cars with gas, anything. If we wanted to go out to eat, it might be on a Saturday, like 9 times out of 10, because the rest of the week we were busy. And if I want to buy anything else, like Saturday is the day. And then the rest of the week, thank the Lord, like my husband and I are both really busy. We don't have time to just go shopping or just to go do things. The rest of the week, we're not spending money. Do that for 1 week and see how much money you can save. So that means for the rest of the week, you're not going out to eat at lunch. You're not grabbing a coffee before work. Your gas tank is filled up so you don't have to fill up. Obviously, if you like actually need to fill up your gas tank, that's fine. But try to do that, and I promise you will be impressed. And it's also good to practice self-discipline and telling yourself no. Okay, the next thing is something that I also do as well, is whenever I want to buy something and I feel like buying it like right then and there, I make myself wait a certain amount of time. So it's usually like a whole day. I usually make myself sleep on it. A lot of times before bed, I like to get on my phone. I like to scroll. I like to look at Amazon, and I don't even know why, but like sometimes I get on this kick, or I'll watch a video and it's like there's something they're selling and then I want it and then I want to buy it right then and there. Don't do that. make yourself sleep on it, see if you still want it, see if you still need it. Is it in your budget? Did you already spend your money this month? Okay, you gotta wait till next month. And 9 times out of 10, you forget about what you originally wanted and it's not as important to you. So your time could be different. It could be 24 hours, it could be 12 hours, you know, anything like that. But yeah, guys, that's my 10 tips. I know that was short and sweet. I didn't want to overwhelm anybody, but those are 10 really solid tips that I really encourage you to try for this holiday season coming up. And remember that it is okay to tell yourself no. It actually makes you a stronger person. You're not gonna die if you don't have something that's on TikTok shop or whatever. You know, think about how many people in the world have nothing and they're still happy. Really try to practice being content. You know, we have so many things in our life. I'm blessed with so many things. I don't need another shirt at a boutique. Yes, it's cute and I want it, but I don't need it. And so trying to be content, writing down what you're thankful for, that's another tip I probably should add into this video. Be thankful. Write down what you are thankful for whenever you feel like spending. And you're trying to reverse, you know, that dopamine kick that you get when you're spending money. And last thing is really try to think about, why are you spending money all the time? Why do you always want to buy things? What are you trying to fill in your heart? Because you really don't need whatever you want to buy, like a lot of the times. So I encourage you just to think about that. It's going to be different for everybody, but I really want to encourage y'all through this season of, you know, feeling stressed out and not knowing how you're going to pay for things. I just hope that these videos are encouraging. If you have any other tips, please put them down below. Please make the comments a safe space for everybody who's watching. We don't want to be rude to each other in the comments. People get a little uptight about money, but really, guys, this is just to help you. I'm going to try to be doing all of these things as well for the holidays. Next week, I'm going to have another video in this series, some money saving tips that maybe you're not thinking of. I'm also going to have a video about like stocking stuffers, a video about how to come up with $1,000 really quickly, and some other ones. So I will see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.